New JP poll out right before the college football playoff rankings. This is the Week 12 edition, and what we have is a failure to communicate between myself and the model. Because there's one team, and I think you know who I'm talking about, but if you don't, I'll tell you in a second, where I'm just not hearing it from the model anymore. Every other team you're about to see in this poll is exactly where the model says they should be power rated, not ranked, based on who would be favored over who on a neutral field tomorrow. But I'm not having any of Texas. So I'll talk about them when I get there. Let's take a look at 25 through 21. We got some teams that are surging late. So that's the first thing you need to know. Don't punt on all these teams, because teams like FSU, for example, they're just powering up the rankings or the ratings. So Minnesota's at 25. They play Iowa this Saturday. Floyd of Rosedale, the Floyd, as he's known around here, is on the line. Wisconsin, pretty much the same place they were last week. They're at 24. Baylor, trending in the wrong direction. They're at 23. Mississippi State, pretty steady at 22. Okay. Now let me tell you what you're looking at with Texas here. Texas has fallen 14 spots to 21. I want to let you know, this ratchet model over here wanted me to put Texas at 9. After another abysmal performance, they wanted me to put Texas at 9. I'm not going to do it. And so instead, that is a manual override, which I never do. I did it with Tennessee at the beginning of the year and shouldn't have, because the model was right on Tennessee. I'm doing it with Texas here. I am not putting them in the top 10. I know that FPI still has them in the top 10. Connolly, all the advanced guys, Rob Bowen, they all have them in the top 10. And I know why they have them there, because my model has them there. I'm just not going to stand for it. So I put Texas at 21. And I want to stress, I did. The model didn't. I put Texas at 21. Sue me. Let's go top 20. Everything else is according to what the model says. UCF, surging at the right time. I think that loss against East Carolina did them a lot of good earlier this year. Oregon State's still there at 19. Notre Dame's still there at 18. UCLA didn't drop them a lot. I told you. Performance-wise, they played fine. They just caught a red-hot Arizona on every given Saturday, and any given Saturday. Ole Miss is 16. Didn't drop them a whole lot either. And now we enter the top 15. Washington is exploding. Washington, I was surprised the model had them at 27 last week, frankly. And since there's not a big point gap between 10 and 30, it's very easy. If we bump you up a couple of points, you jump from being unrated to number 15. Utah is right there at 14. Florida State, man, look at that. Florida State is up to 13. We think they are one of the 15 best teams in the country right now. So Mike Norvell, what a testament to them at Florida State. They're finishing strong. Kansas State's there, may very well be headed to the Big 12 championship game. Clemson's still 11. They were unchanged from last week. Top 10 time. I don't have the drum roll effect, so I'm not going to try. LSU didn't change much. Some people thought LSU was going to fall because of what we saw at Arkansas. Well, we got what we thought we would get from them at Arkansas. So again, the model puts you somewhere, then it spits out a projection, then you largely fulfill the projection. It's not going to drop you because it is judging you based off its projection, not based off the public overwhelmingly thinking LSU was going to win by double digits. That doesn't matter because it wasn't based in reality. TCU is up 3 spots to number 9. I think you probably look at that and think TCU is too low. I will tell you, we're higher on TCU than most of the advanced guys are. So if anything, take it up with them, not me. Oregon down a couple of spots. There could be something going on with Oregon that would affect this, but I can't confirm it. So I'm going to leave them at 8 right now, and I'll talk about it later when we do their game prediction. USC's at 7. Penn State is a very, very solid team right now, and I think it surprises a lot of people because they're already past their opportunity games. They lost to Michigan. They lost to Ohio State, which, by the way, doesn't prove they don't belong at number 6. It proves they don't belong above either of those teams per se, but both of those teams are power rated above them. So just losing to teams rated above you doesn't prove anything other than, you're probably where you need to be. And then we got them at 6. James Franklin has got them playing really, really good ball. And it's out of the spotlight, but they got them playing really good ball right now. Top 5. We have a top 5 that is unchanged for only the second time this year. It goes Bama 5, Tennessee 4, Michigan 3, Ohio State 2, Georgia 1. You're just not going to get a lot of movement here this time of year. Now, here's where I differ from Vegas. Vegas would still have Alabama above both Michigan and Tennessee. Bama would be favored neutral against Michigan or Tennessee tomorrow. You think of that whatever you will. I'm telling you that's the way it works. We dinged Alabama a little bit more. Our model did. So it's very, very fractional. But we would have Bama. The model would spit out Tennessee over Bama. The model would spit out Michigan over Bama on a neutral field, point spread wise. Now, who would I bet if it did that? TBD. I mean, I got a game coming up in a second where the model favors one team and I'm going to go the other direction. So there you go. Top 10 there. The top 5 are unchanged. Penn State, surprise probably to a few people. I know good and well if I put Penn State and USC on a neutral field, every single one of you out there, sans about 10%, would lean USC. That's fine. I'm just telling you what the model thinks. And the model made us a lot of Christmas money last week and probably will again this week if I know the model like I think I do. Just because we're on the outs right now doesn't mean I don't still respect the model. It's kind of like Jimbo and Saban. You know, I can trash talk the model, but as it gets closer to time for us to get along, I can praise the model. I'm man enough to do that. Are you, model? I don't know about that. Very silent over here. Guys, thanks for watching Late Kick. Make sure and leave a comment. I love interacting with you. But most of all, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. That's how we keep all of this free.